How excited are we for the start of the Scottish Cup campaign?
Really looking forward to it. So yeah, a good just playing some other teams than the teams we usually play, and then obviously a competition where you win or lose. Yeah, if you do well, you're in, and if not, then you're out. So it's a special day.
Is it? I mean, you had a great run in the League Cup, but then you had that game at Hampden where it just seemed to get away from you at the end. Do you feel that can almost spur you on? You know what a trip to the National Stadium can be, but you want to go back there and you want more this time.
Yeah, I think there's something in that. We won't look that far ahead. I think it's a matter of just focusing on the game itself and say, look, this is an opportunity to grow as a team and as individuals, to deliver another performance where we can develop from. And then if we keep doing that in the next couple of rounds, if we're good enough to do that on Saturday and get the result we want, well, that will give us an opportunity to get a little bit closer to getting bigger and bigger experiences, and hopefully, if we are really good, then we'll go to Hampden and celebrate this time.
That's certainly the message then from yourself. You know, you've been so good both in the league and in cup competition so far that why not go as far as we can, go up against any team and give yourself a chance?
Yeah, well, when we are out there, then we try to compete and we try to win. No matter if it's a friendly, if it's a bounce game in the international break, if it's a league game or if it's a cup game, whatever cup we are competing in. So that's our mentality, that's the message, play to win. And we will try and do that on Saturday, and then we'll see how far it takes us.
What do you expect from your opponents on Saturday?
Look, I expect them to look forward to the game first and foremost. They've had a rough start to the league this season. Now Stuart has come in and trying to lift the team. And he's got plenty of knowledge about us and how to prepare against us, both from this season as an opponent, but also from being here for a couple of seasons. So he knows everything they need to know about us, and I expect it to be a really tough game. They will come here and work their socks off to try and progress. I expect us to be at our best to make sure that we progress. And we played St. Johnston earlier in the League Cup, also a team from the Championship, and it was a really, really difficult game where we had to be extremely patient and consistent and work extremely hard, not just for 90-95 but for 120 minutes, and give our last energy out there on the pitch to progress. And I expect it to not at all be any easier than that.
Given your league position and the performance and results against teams like Celtic and others, the Motherwell have to be considered serious cup contenders. Maybe in other seasons they might be underdogs, but do you feel like that has to be the way you look at it this season? I
don't care how people, if they concede us to be see us as being cup contenders or whatever. We can't control that. We are here to try and compete with this team, no matter what game we play in, as I said, and we want to see how far we can take it. We dream of taking this club to places where it hasn't been for a while, and then if we start doing that, then can we get it a little bit better? Can we even get something out of this cup turn? We were really close in the first cup this season to get us into a final. And now we have another opportunity, and we will have to try and really reach out for that.
I want to ask you about Stephen Welsh. How big a blow was it to lose him, and is there any scope of Celtic left that conversation open that he could possibly return?
Of course, we are sad that he is not training with us right now. We have a very good dialogue with Celtic, and I think Martin O'Neill even said it in a press conference that dialogue is open. The opportunity for him to come back is still here. They had a recall clause, like many clubs have when they loan out players. They felt they had to take it because they felt they needed him to cover. And then what happens from there is basically a question for Celtic, but we would love to have him back. and finish what he started here with us, both what he gives us, but also what we as a club has provided for him, a platform to grow. Because it was really giving, lifting both him and us, and then we will have to wait and see how things turn out at Celtic. But the door is absolutely still open for him to come back. I would love for him to walk in the door in a few days and put his Motherwell gear on.
Do you feel like you have the answers in the building already if Stephen were to return, or do you have to go into the transfer window and replace him if it transpires he won't come back?
Yeah, look, it's a situation that we are overseeing and that we are looking at. If he doesn't come back, how can we make the puzzle complete? And there are both the option that we do it from within and also that we bring someone in, and that's something we're discussing internally. And obviously we have a plan for that if it turns out that he won't come back. There are different options also to cover for him in the short run that we have done before. He's not played every game, and we have really good players in the squad who have also done extremely well when they have played. So there are options, and then we'll have to see if it turns out that he doesn't come back, if we need to do something.
Last one from me. For players on the other kind of side of the coin, players like Tawanda Maswanisi and Elliot Watt, who've been getting great plaudits, winning Player of the Month, how well placed are the club to fend off bids for players like them if interest does come in?
Well, I think I haven't had anyone knocking at my door of the players who have been an important part of what we are doing here, and saying they don't want to finish the season here. They don't want to continue what we're doing. At the contrary, they seem very happy and pleased to be here and to keep developing, because if you take the two of them, JT and Elliot, they have taken massive steps in no time here. Elliot going from not even playing in the last part of last season in a team that relegated to suddenly now being praised as the best midfielder in the league. And I don't think that anyone, neither him or us, wants him to stop that development. So it's not a concern really. We have something to offer the players as well. Like they have done extremely well for us, and we're just halfway done. And then we all know that in the summer there's a big window there where it's where for many, when they have done extremely well over a little bit more time, it's a better window.
On the subject of Elliot Watt, have you had any more information about his injury, whether he'll be back soon?
Yeah, he will be back at some point in February. Exactly when, we will assess that along the way. But he's picked up a little thing that we are looking after now, and as you saw the other day, it gave room for Oscar to play some more minutes, and I think he's really stepped in and done extremely well. So we will manage until he's back. It's not a major thing, but obviously something that we're working on and trying to get him back fit. But it's gonna be a few weeks, and the same with Carl Hendry, who's also managing and loading him. Been a little bit overloaded, so he'll also probably be out for a few weeks, and again assessing with not a very direct time frame. It's concrete. It's hard to say at the moment, but hopefully in a few weeks he'll be back. And then good thing is as well that Andy Halliday and Sam Nicholson is out there on the pitch with us doing partial of the initial part of the warm up and the training, and hopefully within a few weeks they'll be the plan is that they'll be integrated more and more in the team training, which is really positive.
That's a great news for Sam, because it's been a long road and it's a very difficult injury to shake off at times.
Yeah, look, it's so good to see these players who've been out for that long that I don't even know how they actually move when they run. And then suddenly to see Sam, because he's got a lovely movement on a football pitch, and I've heard a lot of good things about him, and he's been to a very, very, very tough period. So to see him out there touching the ball, running around with a smile on his face, is fantastic. The same with Jordan McGee, who've had a really tough start on his Motherwell career, but to see him come on at Easter Road the other day and help us a little bit in the end, and see him training now every day is great.
How's Stephen O'Donnell after getting off?
Well, Sods had a little, his lower back jammed up a little bit, and sometimes you can by running and moving, you can kind of get that out of the system, and it eases down again, and sometimes it just stiffens up and you can't really do anything, so he had to come off. But the good thing is that he the other day, when he had to bend forward a little bit and sign a new deal with us, he was fine. So the back didn't stop him there. He's fine now, back in training, so that's a very positive thing.
A new deal as well?
Yes.
He's been a really important player in the way he played against Celtic as well, a really good option in the middle of defence as well.
Yeah, look. First of all, I think he's a lovely character. He's bubbly. He's energetic. He talks with everyone, and it's really good to integrate the new players and gets involved with the young players as well. The next generation has so much to give. Vast experience. The guys with by far the most games for this club in the squad. More than 200 appearances now. He's from the area, so he knows how much it means. He's a big part of. He's well connected with the community, which is important for us. So he's just a really important person for the culture. And then, as you say, he's still a very, very good player who's had a great season so far. No matter if we played him as a right back in a three or as a centre back, which is not his natural habitat. But in there, he's done extremely well. So it's a really good story, and I'm really pleased and delighted for him. And for us, that he will be with us a little bit longer.
How is any transfer news? There's a lot of talk about a potential striker coming in. Is there anything imminent or anything to?
We will, as we usually do, try and keep you informed as soon as we have something. Obviously, at this time, where the rumours go stronger and stronger, and some of them also catch a detour and go somewhere where we can't even figure out where that's coming from, and you know. We are in the window. We're working on different things, and then we'll let you speculate and guess until we have something to say.
Just finally, obviously the club have reduced ticket prices for this game. We've had a lot of big crowds see it for part in the last few months as well. It'd be great to see another big crowd there of fans, maybe even 10 people that have been for a while as well.
Yeah, look, it's been fantastic how many people have come, and it seems like it's growing every week in the number of people who show up and help in all sorts of weather, traveling all over the country in bigger numbers than in a long time, and obviously we want to acknowledge that. Also here by because they spend a lot of money on coming. Ticket prices in football in general are just going up and up each season. So yeah, fantastic to have so much support no matter where we go, and hopefully everyone who shows up on Saturday will have a great day.